Hi you guys, how are you doing? We are now doing LAL today. So of course, make sure you're in LAL and we click on class pages and we go to week 3. Click on week 3. Let it load. This one is not so bad. You guys only have 3 assignments, but I'm just going to go over assignment 1 because we're going to do the first story, which is what is a fable? Which it tells you right up here, it is a nonfiction text. So we're gonna just read. The first assignment is on here, of course. There are 3 questions. We will go over them. I have them on a Word document, which Mrs. Almeida will send to you guys. Here it is. Okay, so what I usually do is I read the question before reading the story because it kind of helps me to figure it out. Even though it says here, after reading what is a fable, answer the following questions, I like to read the questions first. So the first question is saying, what is the central idea of the text? So when we're reading our story, guys, let's remember what the central idea is. So here are some options. Fables are lighthearted stories about animals meant to merely entertain readers. This is a fancy word to just say, it's simply. Let's look at the synonyms. We can even look at the synonyms and see what it means. Only, simply. So if we were to take this out, the word merely means only. So we can say fables are light-hearted stories, so like nice stories about animals meant to only entertain readers. So that's one option. Fables are old stories with lessons that people no longer tell. Fables are stories about animals to help readers learn important lessons. Fables are better than fantasies when telling stories that teach important lessons. So these are our options. So we have to pick which one of these are correct, but we have to read the story. So let's just go over this question. What evidence, let's highlight that. That's important because now you want to grab something from the story. What evidence from the text supports to your answer question 1? So whatever you answered here, you need to pick the answer here that helps it support your answer, okay? So whatever you picked here, let's say you picked A, which is not the right answer. I'm just picking this randomly. You have to pick one of these that will help it back it up with why you picked this answer. So, long ago, people wrote many fables. That's A. B says, for example, in one fable, there's a crow. It wants to get a delicious fruit. C. Fables have a moral. A moral is the lesson it teaches. D. The grasshopper learned a lesson. So did everyone who read the fable. So that one has to connect. Your question 2 has to connect with question 1. And the last one says, describe a story that you have read and learned an important lesson from. Remember to look at the open-ended rubric to make sure you responded well. So there is an open-ended rubric. It's on PowerSchool, which I will show you guys after we read the story. And then we'll also attach it. So let's read here. This is the ended open rubric. I think this is the one. Yes, this is what it uses. So the points that you kind of want to get is a 3 if you can get that. The highest one is a 4. So if you can aim for that one, that is fabulous. But 3 is the good one that we want to do. So it says here, the response includes a topic sentence. Always include a topic sentence, basically an opening sentence, at least 3 detailed supporting subsentences, and a closing sentence. The response also includes an adequate, which means a good amount, of vocabulary, transition words. You guys know your transition words, so it's first, then, next, finally, compound or complex sentences, and subordinating conjunctions. You guys know what conjunctions are. So let's read the fable. What is a fable? So right off the bat, it tells you right here what a fable is. So what is a fable? Fable by Barbara Radner. Fables are a popular form of storytelling, and chances are you've read one. But what makes a story a fable? In this informational text, Barbara Radner explores what a fable is. As you read, take notes on the features of a fable. So, boys and girls, I recommend that you take out a notebook and you write some notes down while I am reading. Okay, so we're reading here, paragraph 1, because it says 1 right next to it. A fable is a story. A wise author would write the fable to tell a lesson. This is important. I would recommend you guys to keep that in mind. Long ago, people wrote many fables. They wrote them to help other people learn. For example, The Tortoise and the Hare is a fable. That fable tells people it is not wise to show off. It is wise to work hard, right? Because remember, it's the tortoise and the hare is basically like the turtle and the rabbit, the bunny and the rabbit story. Long story short, remember the bunny lost and the tortoise won because the bunny was running too fast and then he got really tired and he was too tired to even finish the race. So the tortoise, who was going nice and slow and taking his time, he won. So this is what what the story taught us, is that it is wise to work hard. Most fables have animals in them. The animals talk. Of course, in real life, an animal can't talk, but in the fables, they do. The animals often do foolish things. For example, in one fable, there is a crow. It wants to get a delicious fruit. It takes it from a garden, and it gets it. But then as the crow soars, it shows off. It opens its mouth to shout, "Look, I got the best fruit." But of course, the crow loses the fruit. It falls out of its mouth because it opened its mouth to shout. Fables have a moral. A moral is the lesson it teaches. This is important. The fable about the crow makes an important point. It tells you that people should be careful. It tells you that the crow was foolish. There was another fable about the ant and the grasshopper. The grasshopper played all summer while the ant toiled. The ant got ready for winter. The ant was a hard worker. It dug a hole to stay in during winter. It carried food to that hole. When winter came, the ant was able to live. The grasshopper did not have any food. It had no place to stay. Winter was a great challenge for the grasshopper. It asked the ant for help. The ant was generous. The ant did help the grasshopper. The grasshopper learned a lesson. So did everyone who read the fable. So, there are some words that are a little confusing to you guys, but don't worry. Look at this. If it has the number on the top, it means on the bottom here, it's going to give you the definition. How awesome is that? So toiled means the grasshopper played all summer while the ant toiled. So the ant worked very hard while the grasshopper played. And then it's got winter and the ant was working really hard and it was able to have enough food. But then when the winter came, the grasshopper didn't have any food because all he did was play. So toiled is a fancy word to say work very hard. And then if we were to look, the ant was generous, number 6, we look at 6 here, showing a willingness to give more of something than necessary. And then if we look for number 4, it's here. But then as the crow soars, it shows off. We know what soar means, to fly or rise high in the air. Number 3, the animals often do foolish things. That means lacking good sense or judgment. Lacking means to miss, like something's missing. So they're missing good sense or judgment. So they're not acting right. And number 1, the word wise is here. A wise author would write the fable to tell a lesson. Wise means having or showing knowledge and good judgment. Oh, and hare, which is number 2, is a large rabbit, which is this. So, boys and girls, if we go back to the question, we see here, what is the central idea of the text? So, when reading this, which one is the best one? And then looking back here, what is the best answer? You guys can highlight it if you want to. as your answer, like this. Or you can just simply, hold on. Or you can just simply tell me, you can just do like this. Or you can just write it below if you want to, and just type it and just say my answer is D. You can do that as well. And then for this one, you guys can also type it up right underneath it and type the story that you have read and what was the important lesson that you got from that story. And remember to look back at the rubric that we had on here. So you guys can click it to the right. It's going to be on the right-hand side. It says rubrics. And you're going to open it into a file. And it says right here what you guys need. This is what you guys will need. We'll have Mrs. Almeida send it to you guys in the document. I'll even highlight it because this is important. And then those who I expect that you guys get 4s. You guys should get 4s. This is simple. We want a well-written topic sentence. A 3 is good, but I say let's aim for the 4. So that's going to be your first assignment for LAL, boys and girls. Good luck, stay safe, wash your hands, and stay inside. Alrighty? Have a good day.